Have you ever felt like you're playing a game where you don't know the rules? Like your life is running on a script you didn't write? You push, you strive, you fight, but the outcomes feel predetermined, just outside your control. What if I told you that within the very operating system of reality, there exists a hidden command line, a protocol so powerful, so fundamental, that those who have accessed it describe it as activating God mode? This isn't about a video game. This is about your reality. And this isn't about ego or fantasy. It's about a profound forgotten synthesis of science and spirit that unlocks your ultimate creative potential. They, the forces of societal conditioning, of doubt, of fear, don't want you to know this exists. Because once you do, the game changes forever. But to even begin to access this protocol, you must first understand the true nature of the player, you.
Welcome back, conscious creators, to Xendai. Today we are embarking on our most ambitious exploration yet. We are not just discussing a single concept, we are unveiling the Xendai God Mode protocol, a synthesized, actionable framework for consciously architecting your reality. For too long, the greatest truths have been fragmented. Quantum physics stays in its lab, ancient wisdom in its temples, psychology in its clinics, and metaphysics in esoteric texts. The true power, the God mode we speak of, is found only at the intersection, at the very nexus where all four of these profound fields converge. This video is your initiation. We will show you how your quantum awareness interacts with reality's canvas, how ancient spiritual techniques are the true cheat codes, how psychological self-mastery is your control panel, and how metaphysical laws are the immutable rules of the game. By the end of this journey, you will possess a blueprint, a life-altering protocol that, when practiced, shifts you from a player reacting to the game to a conscious designer of its very unfolding.
The first step in any game is to understand the game engine. Our engine is reality itself, and its mechanics have been revealed by quantum physics. Forget solid matter. You live in a shimmering, vibrant field of infinite potential. The observer effect is the first clue. Your focused awareness, your consciousness, is not a passive bystander. It is an active participant that collapses waves of possibility into the tangible experiences of your life. This isn't philosophy, it's observed science. Your consciousness is intrinsically linked to the expression of reality. Quantum entanglement further reveals a universe that is a single, indivisible, interconnected whole, where separation is a grand illusion. This is your playground, a responsive, energetic, interconnected field of pure potential. But knowing the engine exists isn't enough. You need to know how to send it commands. How do you, a single point of consciousness, communicate your desires to this infinite field? The answer to that has been known for thousands of years, hidden in plain sight within the world's most sacred traditions. This is where we unlock ancient spiritual wisdom. Mystics, sages, and adepts were the original masters of this game. They were the ones who discovered the cheat codes through deep inner exploration. They understood that the universe responds not to brute force, but to vibrational alignment. The Hermetic principle, as within, so without, is the master code. Your external world is a direct mirror of your internal state of being. They developed powerful spiritual technologies, visualization charged with potent emotion, sacred sigils to focus intent, and deep meditation to align their personal frequency with the universal mind. They knew that to create a miracle, you had to become the feeling of that miracle first. You had to embody the frequency of the wish fulfilled with such unwavering conviction that the quantum field, or what they called source or the all, had no choice but to conform to that new reality. This is the spiritual secret. Your feeling state is your prayer. Your vibration is your command. But what happens when you try to send this command and your own mind is filled with viruses, with self-sabotaging programs that corrupt the signal? And that is the crucial third component. Psychological mastery, or what we provocatively call mind control. This is your control panel. You can know all the quantum and spiritual theory in the world, but if your interface, your mind, is running faulty software, your commands will fail. This software is your collection of subconscious beliefs, your emotional regulation patterns, and your inner critic. A subconscious belief that you are unworthy of abundance is a powerful piece of malware that will corrupt any abundance command you send. Chronic anxiety creates so much static that your signal of intention becomes garbled and weak. The inner critic is a constant denial of service attack on your creative power. Therefore, a key part of the God Mode protocol is debugging your own mind. This is where we apply practical psychology. Mindfulness to observe thoughts without identifying with them. Cognitive reframing to rewrite limiting beliefs, and emotional alchemy to transform fear into creative fuel. It's about achieving inner peace, not just for comfort, but for clarity. A calm, coherent, self-aware mind is the ultimate high-fidelity transmitter for your intentions. It's the clean interface needed to operate the game effectively. But even with a clean interface, you still need to know the fundamental rules of the game itself. Those rules are the domain of metaphysical law. These are the 7 primary universal laws, the immutable physics of consciousness and energy. They are the game mechanics that govern how everything unfolds. The law of vibration, cause and effect, correspondence, rhythm, polarity, gender, and mentalism. When you understand these laws, you stop accidentally working against them. You realize that you cannot sow seeds of resentment, cause, and expect to harvest love, effect. You learn that life will have its ebbs and flows, rhythm, and instead of resisting the lows, you learn to navigate them with grace. You understand that to create anything new, gender, you must balance the active, doing energy with the receptive, allowing energy. Understanding these laws is like a grandmaster chess player understanding how each piece moves. It grants you strategic, predictive power. You no longer just hope for the best. You begin to architect the best by consciously aligning your actions, thoughts, and energy with the fundamental principles that govern reality itself. You are now ready to synthesize this knowledge and activate the protocol. The God Mode protocol is the conscious integration of these 4 pillars into a unified way of being and creating. It is a sequence of inner activation. First, ground in quantum truth. Deeply accept that reality is a responsive, interconnected field and you are a vital participant. Second, ignite your spiritual power. Define your intention and use ancient techniques to embody the vibrational feeling of the wish already fulfilled. Third, debug your psychological interface. Clear the static of limiting beliefs and emotional turmoil through mindful self-mastery. Become a calm, coherent transmitter. Fourth, operate with metaphysical wisdom. Align your intentions and actions with the universal laws that govern creation. When these 4 states are active and aligned, you are in God mode. You are not forcing, but flowing. You are not wishing, but creating. You are not a victim of the game. You are a conscious co-designer of its magnificent unfolding. This is the blueprint. Quantum, spirit, mind, metaphysics. Which of these 4 pillars do you feel you've been overlooking the most in your life? Which one, if you focused on it, do you feel would create the biggest shift for you? Share your thoughts below. Your awareness is the first step. Activating God Mode is not about arrogance or ego. It is the ultimate act of humility and responsibility. It's the humble recognition that you are part of a vast, intelligent system, and the responsible decision to become a conscious, harmonious contributor to it. It is the understanding that the universe isn't happening to you, it is responding through you. The secret they don't want you to know is simply this: your power is real, it is immense, and it is activated through a synthesis of profound inner work and a deep understanding of reality's true nature. Was never set in stone. If you're holding the pen, the protocol is now yours. If you are ready to stop playing on default and start architecting your most extraordinary reality, then your journey with us is just beginning. This is the work we do here at Xendai. Subscribe now and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of the blueprint. It's time to activate your potential. Thank you for being here.